Assalamualaikum. My name is Marini binti Baraim, North Matrix 6576. I'm from Group Sabah Momogu Rules Association Samora. Today, I want to talk about how Frame can effectively combine the generic strategy of overall cost leadership and differentiation. Differentiation. Leadership is the process of changes an organization from what they have into the leader that want. First, following various strategies in the ensuring an association of company effective organized. Second, goal-oriented such as describe a successful future. Third is focus on the creation and implementation of vision or mission, such as the understand the process of bring about the change. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kipsinjo Anarumpa. My metric card is 66040. So today I will present about the generic strategies of overall cost leadership and differentiation. According to Porter, cost leadership is the mechanism of establishing of competitive advantage by having the lowest cost of operation in the industry. So this strategy is very beneficial in market where price is an important factor. The company objective that aim to achieve cost leadership is to be the lowest cost producer. For example, in the Delhi Ray Conference in 2019, the president of the Momogo Rungus of Malaysia, Dato Wetrum Bahanda, also mentioned that Rungus made handcraft product also have the potential to penetrate the global market, as they have their own unique beside being diversified by producing wallet and handbag that can sell at a high price. At the same time, it involves your product or service different and more attractive. So it depends on the true nature of your industry and the product and service themselves, but will usually involve feature, functionality, durability, support, and even a brand image that your customer value. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Nur Shahira and my street number is 67211. In this part, I will explain about life cycle stage and considering the associations. Life cycle have four stages, which is introductions, growth, maturity, and decline. In introduction stage, develop a product and get user to try it. Some goes to the Samora, which is their organize an event and evolving as a representative to their caresses so that people will get noticed about Rungus as well. At this stage, they will exposure their own style believing to the world. At second stage, which is growth stage, in this stage, Samora will never stop in participating to the competitions. Every events they will sending their representative to joining the competition. A few years ago, they were also known in contributions, especially tourism field. Samora bought the winner to MGM World Travel Market in London and International Tourism Bourse in Berlin. They are also in maturity stage, which is they never stop in bringing the name of Samora. Yayasan Gimpuhu take an advantage to ensure that they learn and practice how to commercial their races to the world. In decline stage, they never stop and keep it sustained in their associations, so they are also known as unique races in the world.
My name is Valerie Viviani Hickson, 67994. Today I will explain how managers can create value through diversification initiatives. The association that our group chose is Samora. Samora is association that fighting for interest of the Momogun Rungus ethnic group except in related to politics. Many activities that handled by Samora. Furthermore, Samora also participates in events organized by Lembaga Kebudayaan Negeri Sabah, Sabah Tourism Board, and annually represent Malaysia in international cultural events such as World Market Travel. From the participation, we can see that Samora tries to involve the association with various activities out there and try to out from comfort zone. The purpose of entering people who are not 100% robust is one of the ways for the association to get various ideas and management. Also, association does not have problem in lack of ideas. When an association is always in a diverse group, it is likely that our opinions, suggestions, and ideas will be more interesting. That's why diversification can create value. And this is how Samora managers create value from diversification. And this is some of the event that handled by Samora, which is have Mitarap Gimpuhut, singing.
Multi-domestic companies. We all can probably think of a company or two that are located in more than one country. But how many of us really stop and think about what that entails for a company? Every country is different, and so are the preferences, expectations, and needs of the people that live there. This challenge set up the need for a company to consider a multi-domestic strategy in which company essentially tailors their product to each specific country with close attention to customers, religions, and other local characteristics. Advantage of multi-domestic strategy. When managers are local, this means that the stock that the shop and demand the same product as the customers they are targeting. This makes a stronger connection between the company and the customers. Number 2, a multi-domestic strategy also help customers feel important. When company takes the step necessary to become a part of the local culture, respecting their needs and their wants. Example of a multi-domestic company, which is McDonald's, they customize their menu so that none of their burger contain meat because of how sacred cows are.
Hi, my name is Cedric Sebalos Tinggu Managalang. Today I want to present about disadvantages associated with multi-domestic strategies. First, inability to realize local economy. Second, limited information sharing also reduce the possibility to developing knowledge based on competitive advantages. Third, not conducive to worldwide competitive advantages. Disadvantages of multi-domestic strategies. One of the primary disadvantages of multi-domestic marketing is that it can be expensive to execute. It takes time and money to research about new market and gain insight into the local needs and want of those consumers, and once those have been figured out, it takes money to implement the strategies. And lastly, higher production and distribution costs. That's all for me. Thank you.
My name is Sita Aida binti Abdullah and my metric number is 62533. Today I would like to present about the leader role in establishing an ethical organization. Good and excellent leader will play an important role in an organization. Among the role of leader is creating the first ethical organization is to be a firm and responsible leader. For the example, in the aspect of attendance, employer who come late or do not come to work without any reasons should be warning so that this problem does not occur again. If this experience is practical, this provides that he is a responsible leader. For the second is to cooperate with employer in the organization. In the association, it is necessary to cultivate a good attitude of cooperation between the manager and the employer so that every job that is to be done will run smoothly. The third is the constant interaction between manager and their employer. With this, the problem will be able to be shared and solved well. Clearly, good interaction cannot only solve problems but also stretch the relationship between manager and employers. The latter is in terms of following the development of employers, which in the assertion. For example, manager must always follow up on every job they do. Managers should always ask if their employer have a problem or not. Thank you.